So I'm gonna just pick right up where I left off. It overheated on me. I had it up in the windowsill. Y'all come on back in. Jaheed, what's going on with you? Shiz, y'all come on back in the comment section. I apologize about that. My phone, it overheated. Come on back in. Come on back in. Shiz, come on back in. Y'all come on back in and join me. I apologize about that. Y'all come on back in the comment section. I hate when that happens. My phone, it overheated. Shiz, come on back in. Jaheed, y'all come on back in. Come on back in. I hate when that happens. I wish my video could pick up where it left off, but it ain't even picking up where it left off. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, y'all. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Lily Ed, what's going on? Shiz, come on back in. Come on back in, Shiz. What's going on? What's going on, Big D? What's up with ya? Noah, I know who you are. What's up with you? I had a bunch of people on here, man, but my Fortnite kid, what's good with you? My phone had went out on me. Phone went out on me, man. And I tried to get the video to pick up right back where it left off. It wouldn't do it. Shit, bro, what happened? I'm glad you came back. My phone, it overheated on me, man. What were you asking? What were you asking? Now ask those questions again. Yeah, I know it lagged the last time. My phone had overheated. I'm in the car. It's like 100 and something degrees. And I had my phone up in the windowsill. But I tried to have it shaded. But when it's this hot like this, man, ain't nothing helping it. Let's continue to talk about communication, how to keep the talk going. Okay. So how to keep the talk going is like, you know, you start it off like this, like just say, hey, how's your day going? You know, what you got planned for the weekend, or how was your weekend? You know, what's your favorite color? What are your hobbies? You know, what makes you mad? You know, what's some things that you like? Ask her what she likes. Ask her what type of food you like. You know, just general conversation. Just general conversation. That's what you got to do. Okay, that's what you got to do. I don't even, to be honest with you, man, I don't even know where my phone is, man. I don't know where it is. You know what I'm saying? Y'all give me a second. I have no clue where my phone is, man. I have no clue. Sorry, man. I can't make a phone call to Jesus today. I got to find my phone. But asking so many questions might make her feel that I'm creepy or a stalker. No, that's not going to make her a creepy or stalker. I want to explain something to you, Shiz. Women, aka girls, aka women, they love when you ask questions. This is how you get to know them. The last thing you want to do is not ask questions, because then she's going to say, well, he's boring. He doesn't ask enough questions. You know, ask questions. And tell them, you know, I want to let you know I'm going to ask questions. I want to get to know you. I don't want you to think I'm asking a bunch of questions. All she's going to say is, you know, all she's going to say is, oh, you're fine. I want you to ask questions. Ask as many questions as you feel you want to ask. You want a woman who wants you to ask a bunch of questions, you know? Ask questions. Nah, that's not going to make you seem creepy or weird. Now, what'll make you seem creepy or weird is if you're just, let's just say you're across the room and you're staring at her and you're not saying nothing to her and you're just constantly staring. That would make you look creepy, you know? But if you approach her after you don't already converse with her, that doesn't make you look creepy. That's not going to make you look creepy, man. I promise you. I'm working out today. That's good, bro. Keep going. Thank you, Jamal. Shiz, they love when we ask questions. No way, man. This is the best fact I've ever heard, man. You're amazing. I greatly appreciate it, man. Yeah, women love when you ask questions, man. Like with my wife, she loved when I ask questions. You know, no woman wants a boring man. I'm going to say this again. No woman wants a boring man. They constantly want you to ask questions. And they may tell their girlfriend he asks a lot of questions, but that's bull. You know, keep asking questions. Ask questions. But also, too, they should be asking you questions, too, because with a conversation, you don't want to be the one asking all the questions. So this is how a conversation should go. I'm about to put you on game. Hold on. What would be the main difference between eye contact and staring? Okay, I'm about to get to that. Okay, so let's just say, I say, Shiz, how you doing today? What's your favorite color? And you say, my favorite color, blue. And then that's when you ask her favorite color, and she should be asking you back. So basically, a conversation should be reciprocated. So if you ask me, what's my favorite sport team, and I say the Carolina Panthers, and then she should ask you back, what's your favorite? It should be, you shouldn't be the one asking all the conversations, okay? You shouldn't be the one asking all the questions. At some point, she needs to start asking questions too, because if she does that, it's showing. If you're the one asking all the questions and she's not asking none back, it's showing that you're more interested in her than she is you. So make sure it's 50-50 on the conversation. You know, you shouldn't be the one saying everything and she just sitting there. That means that that's not the one for you if you constantly doing all the asking questions and she's sitting there. Okay, now, stream jumping this afternoon. Yeah, man, I gotta stay on it, man. What would be the main difference between eye contact and staring? Staring is just like this right here. This is staring. That's creepy. But if you're staring at her, let's just say you're looking off somewhere and y'all happen to make eye contact. That's different, you know. But eye contact is just, you know, when I'm talking to you and I'm looking you directly in your eyes. Staring is just you just staring and you're not saying nothing at all. That's staring. But if you're conversing with that person, that's eye contact. But if you're not saying nothing at all and you just looking at her, that's staring. Don't do that. You're gonna run off and you'll never see her again. You'll never see her again. So never ever do that. All right. Your advice are the best, man. I greatly appreciate it. Lily Ann, yes, it's very hot. It should. He two ways talks, right? That's what I'm saying. It's a two-way street. You know what I'm saying? Don't be the one saying everything and she not saying nothing back. That's not good. That's a red flag. Anytime a woman do that, she is cut her off. If you're giving all, saying everything, and she not wanting to get to know you, you getting to know her more than she getting to know you, cut her off. I don't care how good she look. If she not reciprocating what you're giving her, cut her off. That goes back on the topic that I was telling you about. We got to learn to give people what they give us. If people not giving us, like if you give somebody, you hold the door open for somebody, as they coming in, they don't hold the door open for you, then you don't hold it open for them the next time. You just gotta be cutthroat a little bit, man. You gotta kind of be cutthroat. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but that's what you gotta do. Larry, what's the one thing that attracts women the most? Male's body. Women love biceps. Women love biceps, man. Women love, well, that ain't the number one thing. That's one of the things. Number one thing is a man with confidence, okay? A man with confidence, a man who shows confidence, who walks with his head high. You know, women love that. Confidence is number one. But you just ask a male's body. Biceps. A woman loves a man's arms. You know, a man with nice arms, oh my God, they love that. Man that got his biceps, you know what I'm saying, tries, you know, women love that. But that's not the most important thing. So I don't want you to get too caught up into that. The main thing is, outside of body part though, is conversing, being able to have a conversation with a woman. Intellectual, being intellectual, man, women love that. They eat that up, man. I'm trying to tell you what I know. They eat that up. Your birthday coming up, that's what's up, man. What you got going on for? She is. What to do is she's beautiful but very poor at communication. Is it should cut it off or continue to love? Nah, you need to let her know. If her communication is not where it need to be, you got to simply let her know. Bitch, be like, I feel that, you know, I'm more interested in you than you are in me. And if it doesn't change, then you have to simply let her go. You know, I want to know how old you are, man, because it sounds like you know, it sounds like you fairly young, and you know what I'm saying. It's a lot of women out there, man. It's a lot of women out there. Don't get stagnant with one woman. I don't care how good she looks. If she can't converse back with you, she's not the one. But give her a chance. Find out if she's not talking back to you the way you think she should be talking back with you. Find out. Just be like, is it something that I did wrong? Or you're not interested in me? And if nothing is not changing, then you have to simply move on. I don't care how good she look. No, that don't matter. Confidence. I've seen guys, y'all, that was overweight. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not, no homo or nothing like that, but I've seen guys that really wasn't that attractive. And I look and I'll be like, maybe confidence, man. It's not all about looks. It's not all about looks. Looks is not everything. Looks is a big key, but confidence. I've seen a lot of men, and I'm not, but I'm not on here to say, a man, an ugly man and all that. I'm not saying that, but I've seen men who not look as confident. I've seen men that look good but have no confidence, and I've seen men who don't look that good have a lot of confidence. Confidence is the key. I'm trying to tell you, you can have all the confidence in the world. I mean, you can have all the good looks in the world, but if you're not confident, it doesn't matter. And women can see straight through that. I'm trying to tell you what I know. Not all women like guys with muscles. That's true, Jaheed. Some women don't. Some women don't. Really, man, the main thing, Jaheed, is a man with confidence, man. Women love men with confidence. That's what a woman really loves, a man with confidence. She is. What to do when she starts talking about her ex in front of me? Let her know that, listen, I understand about your ex. Sometimes, man, listen to her, let her vent a little bit. But if she continues to go on and on about her ex, at some point you got to cut it off. You have to say, listen, I understand about your ex, but listen, I want to talk about you and I. There's a reason he's your ex. I'm not trying to talk about your ex. I want to talk about how to build a relationship between you and I. That's what you need to let her know. Powder Girl, how you doing? East, what's going on with you? How you doing? Ellis, what's going on? Powder Girl, how you doing? Shiz, wow, Larry, you are amazing. Now tell me, what's the best moment you spent with your wife so far? I could be long drive or late night dinners. I remember years ago, my wife surprised me, and she blindfolded me on Valentine's Day. She blindfolded me when we woke up, man. We was in front of a hotel. That was the most romantic thing my wife did for me. She blindfolded me, put me in the car, and we woke up. We was in front of a hotel, man. That was nice. That was very romantic, man. That was the most romantic thing my wife has done for me. Jamal on that. Larry, you're on lunch break, almost over. I'll be going back at probably like 2:06. Powder Girl, doing good, Larry. Yeah, I'm glad to hear you doing good. My birthday is July 2nd. Okay, what you got going on for your birthday, man? Gee, I had to cut one of my buddies off. He told me after my wife got her kid that she gonna leave. He just jealous because he don't hang out like we used to. That's it, man. A lot of times, Jaheed, man, we gotta just cut certain people off, man. A lot of people if people start to see that you're happy with your significant other, they tend to do that, and you got to cut people off. I cut a lot of people off, man. When I start giving in to people, when I see people start acting funny or moving different, you got to cut them off. It don't matter how long you've been knowing people, man. Sometimes you just got to simply cut people off. That's just the way it is. And that's just crazy, man. You'll really start knowing who people are when certain stuff in your life start happening, Jaheed. You'll really start to know who people are. That'll be your sign right there. So you did the right thing. And one thing we got to do too, Jaheed, once we cut people off, you got to leave them off. Don't bring them back. Don't bring them back. Once I cut people off, I'm pretty good about leaving them off. They end up trying to find me. When you cut them off, leave them off. There's a reason why we cut them off in the first place. You're turning 15. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I hope you enjoy your birthday. Okay, you got time to figure it out. Noah, you got time to figure it out. Yeah, man, that's what you got to do. Because a lot of times I found myself doing that before, where I've cut people off, blocked them, and then I'd be like, you know what? Maybe they don't learn their lesson. Nah, I completely cut them off. Sorry about that, y'all. My phone is, this heat got my phone acting crazy, y'all. I'm sorry about that. This heat got my phone acting crazy. Let me see if I can put some shade up behind this thing, y'all. It's this heat. This heat is causing my phone to glitch. Yeah, Larry, you have taught me a lot today. I love the community we have on YouTube. Yeah, man, it's great. Any questions, man, keep them coming, man. I still got some time. What else you want to know, man? What else? What do y'all want to know? We can talk about it right here. Larry, why does the good people die early and stays for longer on earth? Larry Waters do. The reason, in my opinion, I think the reason why that is because God knows out the good people's heart. So he don't want them to go through all this hardship here on earth. That's why. And I feel like God don't already had served their purpose with that person. That's the way we got to look at it when good people die, y'all. I know it's easier said than done, but when good people die, we got to look at God don't already had them on the earth for a purpose. There's a reason why we're all here, y'all. Purpose. There's a reason why that is. There's a reason why it is. That person don't always serve their purpose, so God decided to call them home. That's what I think. Illish, what's going on? Thank you. I have learned so much, man. I'm gonna keep on educating y'all. But God needs angels. That's it. He has angels. God has angels. But why do bad people stay longer on earth? Okay, I'll tell you that. My opinion, I think why the bad people stay on earth because I think the reason, in my opinion, I'm trying to answer this the best way I can. I think the reason why the bad people stay on earth is because God wants them to continue to suffer here. God wants them to continue to suffer, and he'll call the good people on home because he'll feel like they don't already serve the purpose. I'm pleased with them. Now I'm going to take them on out of here. Well, one thing I want you to understand is we all have our time here on earth. None of us are going to be here forever. I don't know when my time is up. You don't know when your time is up. So you simply have to live your best life while you're here. You simply just got to live your best life while you're here on earth because you never know when your time is up. I think God lead them here because he wants them to suffer longer. That's my opinion. I feel like he called the good people home because they don't already serve their purpose here on earth. That's my opinion on that. Now, I'm not no expert on here. I just gave you the best advice I know how. Jaheed, it hurt to cut some people off since you was a baby, but he is not going to toxic my relationship because he don't have one. Yeah, see, that's the thing, Jaheed. Misery loves company, man. Misery loves company, man. I don't have to cut a lot of people off. I've had people get on my I don't have people that I cut off that I had a guy I'd known for about 10 years. I had to cut him off. He was criticizing me on telling me how I need to run my page and I'm giving the people the wrong advice. When people start doing stuff like that right there, that's a sign of jealousy. You know, you share videos and stuff with the people. They don't, interact with it. They always seem to got all the negative stuff to say, but never want to talk about the positive. That's another sign right there too, y'all, to cut people off. When people start criticizing you and critiquing you on what you're doing wrong, but don't never tell you what you're doing right, or if they proud of you, cut them type of people off. Those people are toxic, man. Jaheed, you did the right thing, man. Sometimes strangers, people that you rarely know, that could be your biggest fan right there. That could be your biggest fan right there. People, most time, man, the people that hurt us the most, Jaheed, are the people we've been knowing a lifetime. Those are the people who've hurt me the most, people that I've been knowing for a lifetime. It's sad that we got to do that, man. It's sad that we got to do that. And you'll get more support from strangers than you will people that you've been knowing a lifetime. It's sad. I know it hurt, man. I know it hurt. But, man, God will bring the right person in your life, man. But I'm on here to tell you right now, I've never met you before, but you got a good friend in me, bro. I'm here to tell you that right now. You got a good friend in me, man. So you met somebody new today that you've been knowing for about 4 months. And I'm going to be honest with you, man. I feel like I've been knowing you for a lifetime just conversing with you on here. So you got family in me, man. You got me. God wants bad people to suffer, right? But what about bad people hurting good people? Then what's the case? God going to take care of them. God will take care of them. Only God knows that. God takes care of those people, man. You can't sit back and worry about that. I used to do that, but you can't worry about it. You got to let God handle that. Family is another one too. Family can be the worst. Family is the worst, Jaheed. I don't cut several people off. I'm not going to name the people I've cut off. I've cut several of my family members off because they simply hating on me, man. They don't support my vision, the things I'm trying to do. I've reached out to people on Father's Day. People know I'm a father. My own family, they didn't even reach out to me and say Happy Father's Day. That kind of hurt a little bit, man. And when that happens, I just kind of fall back. Sometimes, Jaheed, we got to just fall back, man. Sometimes we constantly give to people so much, and I think a lot of times people take advantage of that. And a lot of times too, Jaheed, the reason why family don't support us like they should is because they like crabs in the bucket. They like to constantly pull people down. You know what I'm saying? And they seen us since we was little, So they think they know everything about us. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he grew up in the hood with me, so he gonna stay in the hood with me. They don't want to see you prosper and grow, man. Strangers, they see your full potential and your full growth. That's why I think strangers are the best people to grow a relationship with, man. Family, man, family doesn't matter. I mean, they say family matters. There's a show called Family Matters, but I don't think family matters. I think strangers matter more than family, man. Because I've got complete strangers or people that I haven't known for a short or only a short lived time, and they support me more than family, man. It's sad. It's real sad. How do I find the right person for me? You gotta let God bring the right person to you, man. Sometimes, a lot of times, y'all, we constantly chase. You'll know when the right person is right for you, man, because they'll be on your frequency. It's not always about looks, she's. A lot of times we looking for looks. Looks is important, but we gotta understand too that looks fade. Looks fade, man. They go away. You want somebody who's energetic like you, think like you, uplifted. If they got a lot of the same traits, that's a sign that they are the one for you. Good communication. They like to talk. If they got a lot of your same characteristics and the things that you like to do, that could possibly be the one for you. You know, you gotta let time will tell if that person is the one for you. We gotta stop getting so caught up in looks, on how good a person look, because a person can look real good on the outside but be dirty in the inside. I'm gonna say it again. A person can look real good on the outside but can be dirty in the inside. That means they can look good, dress good, but got a real demonic spirit. You don't want them type of people around you, man. You don't want them type of people around you. Larry, you're so much into the spiritual. Can you please tell me what happens when a human dies? Some say they go to hell or heaven. What's the story according to you? My opinion, man, I grew up in a biblical church, so I can only tell you what I learned. What I was told was there's going to be a rapture. God's going to come back and get the ones who've been living right. There's going to be judgment day when he's going to judge everybody. You know what I'm saying? He's going to judge the people who've been living by him, sinning, and the people who ain't been living right. Now, from what I was told, there's going to be a rapture, and he's going to get the people who've been living right, he's going to take them to heaven, and the ones who haven't been living right, they're going to stay here on earth. Now, that was my teaching growing up. I don't know. I really don't know. So I don't know. I can only give you what I learned in a biblical church. There's all different kind of teachings, so I'm just giving you what I learned. Jaheed, I'm so glad I'm talking to you today. You helped me out a whole lot, Larry. You just don't know. You're like a brother I never met, man. Yeah, you like a brother I never met either, man. I'm glad I'm on here, man, to educate y'all, man. And a lot of times, believe it or not, Jaheed, y'all teach me things that I need to know as well, man. So it's even Steven, man. You know, I learned a lot from you guys as well, man. And I thank y'all for being on here with me today. Everyone says time will heal everything, but what about the time we will be suffering around to reach the healing point? I do believe time heals everything, but I feel like it's the way we use our time. Like if we use our time dwelling a lot, it's not gonna heal nothing. So I agree and disagree, because everything takes time, but you're constantly dwelling on something, and you constantly, not saying you, but people in general, we constantly moaning and groaning about something. Time not gonna heal that. We gotta pray about it and leave it alone. That's what we gotta learn to do. I'm guilty of this too, Shiz, where sometimes I'll pray about something and I constantly fester on it. God not gonna bless that. God not gonna bless that. We gotta just talk about it, pray about it, and give it to God. Pray about it, send it to God, and let it be that. That's what we gotta learn to do. What is the top 3 powerful advices would you give to your son in order to become a best human being? Let's see. What I would say is being reliable. Always be reliable, be dependable. If you give somebody your word and you tell them you're gonna do something, stick by that. Honesty. You know, once you break somebody, this is number 2. Number 2 is when you tell somebody, stick by your word. If you just be honest with people, don't lie. Because if you tell one lie, you gotta tell another lie. It's just best to just tell the truth. They say the truth will set you free. That's number 2. Number 3, always be a gentleman, especially to the ladies. Be a gentleman, man. Hold the door for a woman. Do the things that people don't do no more. You know, just hold the door, be nice to people, you know. But don't let people don't be a pushover. That would be the best advice I have for people. Always be willing to do things that other people are not doing. You know, if people don't want to do certain stuff, be willing to do the things that they don't want to do. It'll get you further in life. That's a lot of stuff that I would tell my son. Larry, not only your knowledge is vast, also with the you explain everything simple, and glad to have a friend like you. Man, I'm glad to have a friend like you too, man. Cheers, bro. All those advices were awesome, bro. But I have a doubt on advice 3 about being a gentleman. Why you got a doubt on that? Now, be a gentleman, man. But listen, you got to give women what they give you. Now, if they treating you like trash, then you got to cut them off. I wouldn't say treat them bad because they treat you bad. It's a way around that. Then you cut them off. You don't have to just, like, if they cuss at you, don't cuss back at them. Just cut them off. Just tell them, I don't appreciate you talking to me like that because I'm not talking to you like that. They continue to do it, you just end it. End it. You don't have to have no explanation. Just simply end it. End it. They don't need no, that's why I want to explain to you, Shiz. When people do wrong by you, they don't deserve an explanation. People, a lot of times, Shiz, let me explain something to you, man. A lot of times when people do wrong by you, they know exactly what they're doing. And you don't owe them no explanation. Don't tell them you about to block them. Just block them and move on and let it be that. And don't open up that Pandora box. Once it's closed, let it be that. But yes, it's good to be a gentleman, but give women what they give you. That advice goes for women too. That goes for everybody. Give people what they give you. If she treating you nice, then you treat her nice. If she talking to you crazy, put her in her place. If let's just say she say, you ain't my daddy, just say, listen here, I don't appreciate you talking to me that way. You know, you gotta respect me the way I respect you. And if she can't do that, let it be. Cut off. That's it. How to become a gentleman to all the women, because most of them are around me are gold digging. You gotta give them a benefit of the doubt, man. Give them the utmost respect. You know, like I said, in the beginning, do these things, hold the door for them. Just conversation, man. That's just really listening, man. You can be a gentleman and just listen. Sometimes a woman wants you to listen. Just sit back and listen. If a woman have a problem and she want to vent, just sit back and listen to her sometimes. A lot of times, a lot of women want you to just sit back and observe and listen. That's the problem with most guys. A lot of times, we don't take the time out to just listen. But this goes both ways too now. Sometimes men, we have to vent too, and women have to learn to be receptive, and they have to learn to listen as well. It can't be just a one-way street. Like I say, it has to be 50-50. Larry, as a responsible father, what would you do when your kid is being bullied in school? I would change the school or teach my kid karate or boxing. What you just said. That's what I would do. I would teach them that. But you don't want to constantly, when things get hard, I want to explain that to you. You don't always want to move when things get hard, because that's life. Because if you constantly do that, you're going to teach your kid when times get hard that they got to constantly move. I would do just what you just said. Teach them self-defense. Teach them how to stand up for themselves. Teach them, sometimes you can ignore stuff, but sometimes ignoring don't help. If they put their hands on you, then you put your hand back. If they hit you, you hit them back. I'm sorry. Because when you tell the teacher, most times they're not going to do nothing anyway. If they hit you, you hit their butt back. That's how you teach them a lesson. You tell your kid that. If you hit me, I'm going to hit you back. And then I'm going to go tell the teacher about it. Yeah. That's how you do that. You hit them. Then you go tell the teacher or tell whoever responsible that day that you did it. That's the way I was raised. If you hit me, I hit you back. You know what I'm saying? You respect me, I respect you. That's the way that goes right there. That's the way I would handle that. Women move around where the money flows. That's the case, Larry. Unfortunately, man, yeah. A lot of women are gold diggers, man. A lot of women want materialistic things. I talk about a lot of this, what I'm talking to you about today on my channel, man. A lot of women want materialistic things. Now, I'm not saying this is all women, but a lot of women that I've listened to on podcasts or encountered watching TV, they want men with gold chains, big rims, Bentley six-pack abs, but they have none of that themselves to bring to the table. You can't want a man to have all these materialistic things and you have nothing to bring to the table. It just doesn't work that way. You know, if you can't want me to have all that and you ain't got none of that, you still at home with your mom. Or you ain't got nothing. You're not even working, but you want me to be making 6 figures and you're not working. Make that make sense. A lot of these women are screwed up, man. A lot of them screwed up. Larry, let's suppose you're a president of a particular country. What you do make your citizens happy? Any 3 ways to make this possible? Man, I would first get the economy right, man. I would first lower prices on things, lower prices on stuff so it'll be affordable housing. That's the first thing I would do, man. Get the school system under control. These school teachers should be making more money. I would make sure people that's teaching people, they need to be making more. I feel like they don't get enough respect. People who teaching should be making way more than what they making, man. I would make sure to get my teachers and stuff making more money. I would get the economy back in place where it needs to be. I would drop gas prices. I would make everything affordable. I would raise the cost of, I would raise hourly wage. Those would be the things I would focus on. Cause that right there, money flows, man. Money makes the world flow. You know what I'm saying? Without money, this world will shut completely down. I would work on those things right there. That's what I would work on. I ask the president type of questions to people to measure their decision making. Yeah, that's what I would do. It's all good, man. It's all good. I'm glad you're asking these questions. That's how you learn, man. I don't mind you asking me questions on here today. All right, man. Managing the inflation is very important. You're pretty cool at decision making. Thank you, man. Thank you. What other questions you got? I still got a few more minutes on here. I still got about 5 more minutes. Ask me some more questions. Told you got questions, I got answers. If I don't know, I'll simply get back with you. But most things you ask, I'm gonna know. It's good, man. Keep going. Keep asking these questions here. It's good right here. I like it. But that's what we gotta do, man. That's what I would do if I was president. First off, you gotta get, like, the world is not flowing right now. A lot of businesses aren't thriving because people simply don't have the money. People simply don't have the money. So if I want the world to continue to thrive, you got to make things feasible for people to be able to afford. Feasible means cheap. You know, feasible means things that's affordable. People, if you can't afford a house, if I'm making $10 an hour, I can't afford a house. So you want to make things feasible so the world can keep on thriving. You see what I'm saying? That's where a lot of the government officials mess up at. They not making things feasible. They just thinking about the rich people. But the rich people don't give nothing to care about but themselves. There's not too many people in the world that's rich. You got to think about the average person. You got to make life feasible and easy for them. You know what I'm saying? That's where a lot of government officials mess up at. Yeah, man, you're amazing. I love coming here, man. I'm glad to have you on here, man. All right, man. It was the first way all right, man. It was the way first you be managing the problem. What about the other 2? Okay, like I said, the other one would be, like I said, man, I mean, that would be pretty much it. Like I said, just, you got to get things first, man. You got to get things feasible. Because right now, businesses aren't thriving. Those will be the things, man. And I think it all conjuncts in one. Everything that I just told you, it kind of conjuncts in one category. You know, finances. You got to, okay, this is number 1. Finances. You first gotta get things lower where people can afford them. Second, you need to bump up the hourly wage. And thirdly, you just need to you gotta make things affordable, man. You just gotta make it affordable. People can't survive out here. You know, you gotta make it affordable. You gotta pay people more. You know, you got to pay these teachers more. They dealing with these bad kids. They're not making enough money. You got to make these teachers and stuff make more money. And it's going to make them want to teach. And then maybe kids will learn more if you pay the teachers more. You know, it's little things like that, man, to make the world thrive. Yeah, man, you're amazing. I love coming here. Let's suppose your last week on earth. What are the top 5 things you're doing before you leave for heaven? I want to be filthy rich, man. I want to have my own business. I want to have the car I want, a Bentley. I want to make sure my family good. I want to be able to travel the world. I'm just naming them. I'm not. It ain't no certain order. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to live like a king, do whatever I want, spending the money I want, don't have to worry about nothing. That's what I want to be able to do before I leave here, man. Be able to live like a king, man. Live like a king, get what I want when I want. Not looking at the price tag. You know what I'm saying? Helping people out, people who really need it, man. God putting on my heart to get on here, to bring people closer to Christ, man. That's what I would want to do before I leave here. Draw as many souls to Christ as possible will be a great accomplishment for me as well. Okay, I want to do something about the doctors and farmers. They're the God for his. I'm not understanding your question, Shiz. I want to do something about doctors and farmers. They're the God for HS. What do you mean by that? I'm trying to understand what you're saying right here. You say I want to do something about doctors and farmers. What do you want to do about that? I'm trying to figure out what you're saying. But my time is ending here, man. It was good to be on here, but my time is coming to a close, man. But listen, I love you, man. And I'll be doing another live tomorrow. Probably won't be today because I have a ton of things to do. Shiz, make sure you join me, man, when I go live. I'll be doing another one either tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon. But I want you to do is bow your heads and close your eyes with me. What's your views on the emerging of AI? Okay, I'll tell you that right there. What's my views on AI? AI, I feel like it's good, but it's to me, it's taking away the forms of communication, like the old school forms of communication. I think AI is making people very lazy because right now, people solely depend so much on AI that people don't even know how to communicate no more. And to answer your question right quick, man, that is the main reason, man, a lot of women, people in general, don't know how to communicate because they depend on artificial intelligence. They're spending their time in front of a tablet instead of conversing with a person. That's the main reason why AI is ruining the world, man. And I really don't like it. I really don't like it. Don't go, man. I'll be missing you, man. I got to get back to work, man. But I'll be back. I'll be back on here tomorrow, man. Listen, I want y'all to bow your heads and close your eyes with me, okay? Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, thank you for today. Thank you for letting all my subscribers be on here with me today, Lord. Thank you for giving me the knowledge to drop on my subscribers today, Lord. And thank you for allowing me to educate them today. And thank you for allowing them to listen to me today, Lord. God, and protect over them today, Lord, from any hurt, harm, or danger, Lord. And ask you to forgive me for all my sins and all my wrongdoings, Lord. And give my subscribers the strength and the courage to keep going on. And I love all y'all today. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. All right, man. See you next time. Peace. Blessings.